Okay, I've chosen the text called Eastmouth by Alison Moore, and it's a short story from 2014, so therefore I'm also going to analyze it as a fiction text. And to give a summary of the text, the main character is Sonia, and she doesn't like England. She has a boyfriend called Peter, and they are going to visit his mother and father in England. And Sonia uh, is pregnant, and she wants a life in Las Vegas. She This text's theme is that to take decisions that can affect your life, and not being ready to live in twosomeness, and to be trapped. Sonia is being trapped because she is pregnant, so she has to hear what Peter is thinking and what his parents-in-law thinks. I would analyze the Hollywood model and the characterization of Sonia, and then the point of view lastly. To start off with Hollywood model, there comes a prelude with in media res, so we doesn't know Sonia. We just jump into the text, and we meet Sonia and Peter and his mother and father-in-law. And it starts off with a flashback to a resort when Sonia was little. So the start of the text is showing her, and then there comes a presentation of Peter and his parents. So then the elaboration comes, where it highlights that his mother doesn't like Sonia that much because she is not conservative enough. And it is shown by the quote on page 3, line 29. His mother comes into the hallway with her arms wide open, saying to Sonia as much to Peter, "You're home." Taking Sonia's jacket, looking at its bright colors, she says to Sonia, "Blue and green should never been seen." And then she puts the jacket away. Here we hear that she doesn't like this, so she just puts it away, the mother. And this we also see in the throughout the text, that if she has something she can't deal with, she just puts it away, the mother-in-law. And the point of no return comes when Peter's parents says, "Our home is your home, so just feel like home." And she says, "No, no, 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 I never lived here, so this isn't my home." And the escalation of the conflict comes when the mother-in-law says no to the job and hides the pregnancy test. Here she just hides something again, if if it gets too much for her. And the climax comes when Sonia runs away in the morning because it gets too much to her, that she hasn't got a job and she is pregnant and all this. And the fade out comes where she meets the Macintosh lady, and she says, "Oh, you're Peter's boyfriend." And she says, "No, no, no, I'm not, I'm not." And then the people from the church comes, and they not, because she is his boyfriend. And she doesn't like not being independent, so she hates this. And therefore, in the characterization of Sonia, we can see that she hates not being independent. She wants to go to Las Vegas, and yeah. And she is the main character, and Peter's her boyfriend, as said before. And then she isn't this conservative as his mother-in-law and father-in-law and Peter. She doesn't alter the fish plate just because everyone else does it. She wants to be different. We also see that with the jackets, and she isn't ready to be pregnant. She isn't ready to be a mother and to live in this twosomeness where she has to do what Peter also doing. and she doesn't like England. She thinks it's too boring and there's no adventure. And then, to analyze the point of view, it is an omniscient narrative because Sonia is the pivotal point, and we doesn't hear an I. We only hear Sonia is doing that, Sonia is doing this, and in the way she does things, we can get to know what she feels, and her mind is showing where the flashbacks comes, um, and then by this narrator, we only see things from her view, so we see that she is trapped in her life, but we doesn't see what Peter thinks. We doesn't see if it had been from Peter's point of view, we would have seen a boy that really liked his girlfriend maybe, and he liked his parents, but Sonia doesn't do this. So we only get it from her point of view. And then to conclude on the text really says that if you have chosen A, you have to choose B. No, if you chose A, then B follows. So if you choose a man, then get pregnant with him, you also have to hear what he thinks about things. You can't just say, oh, I'm pregnant, and then do what you want, because you're not alone anymore. So yeah.